Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming back and joining us. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings, broadcasting live Apple Valley, California.
Still enjoying the Science and Technology channel.
I like the science that we report on.
Yeah, it's
good stuff.
Some of it is really,
hopefully all of it
is really good, and some of it is even more rewarding because of the advancements and stuff.
Right, some feel-good stories. Yeah,
absolutely. Like one today.
Yeah. About 1 in 5 American adults, and I would say 1 in 3, really, has osteoarthritis. I mean, I've got it in my cankles and my hand right now. My wrist is hurt bad.
My fingers, I've got some in my fingers.
Yeah. The most common form of arthritis, osteoarthritis, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Currently, there's no treatment that targets the root causes of the disease or stops the joint damage it causes. Existing medications only help you probably know what I'm saying. If you got osteoarthritis, you're catching what I'm pitching. Existing medications only help manage symptoms such as joint pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. Researchers found hundreds of genes linked to osteoarthritis, opening doors to new and repurposed treatments. The findings may help personalize care and speed up drug development. The research results were published in Nature on April 9th, 2025, and there are a lot of authors on this one. It looked like there was about 24 authors. Would you like to know more?
To better understand the genetic factors behind osteoarthritis, which is projected to affect 1 billion people globally by 2050, an international team of researchers conducted the largest genome-wide association study on the condition to date. The researchers performed a meta-analysis of genetic data from nearly 2 million individuals. That's a big study. Including including approximately 500,000 people with osteoarthritis and 1.5 million control subjects. They identified 962 genetic markers linked to the disease, 513 which had not been previously reported. So that's worth it.
Yeah,
right? That's worth the study.
Quote, "This is an exciting set of findings that have identified hundreds of potential new drug targets and opportunities for repurposing drugs already approved and on the market for other conditions," said study co-author Mark C. Hochberg, medical doctor, MBA, professor emeritus of medicine at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. Because a lot of these drugs, they do dual things,
Right. And emeritus, that means he's kind of an old guy, right?
Yeah.
Been serving a while.
So. Yeah, a little long in the tooth.
Yeah. Which is okay with me when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he's suffering from this as well. So
he has led studies focusing on the clinical epidemiology of osteoarthritis and other musculoskeletal disorders, and also served as the principal investigator of the Baltimore Clinical Center for the Osteoarthritis Initiative and the study of osteoporotic fractures.
Wow.
He's pedigreed, man.
Yeah. The research team for the new Nature study conducted the largest genome-wide association meta-analysis ever performed on osteoarthritis, providing potential new ways to understand the biological processes leading to the development of this inflammatory disease.
By integrating diverse biomedical data sets, the researchers identified 700 genes with high confidence as being involved in osteoarthritis. Notably, 10% of these genes encode proteins that are already targeted by approved drugs. This could enable existing medications approved for other conditions to be repurposed as arthritis treatments.
Quote, "With 10% of our genetic targets already linked to approved drugs, we are now one step closer to accelerating the development of effective treatments for osteoarthritis," explained study leader Eleftheria Zignini.
What kind of, is that like Comanche?
Italian?
Huh.
Maybe? I don't know. PhD, director of the Institute of Translational Genomics at Helmholtz, Munich, and professor, maybe she's German, and professor of translational genomics at the Technical University of Munich.
She's busy, whatever.
Just got a long,
those two
big business card there.
Huh. Beyond identifying genetic targets with therapeutic potential, the study also provides valuable insights that could help tailor treatment strategies or potentially enable improved patient selection for clinical trials and precision medicine approaches.
In addition to these genetic insights, the scientists identified 8 key biological processes crucial to osteoarthritis development, including the circadian clock and the glial. Oh, like
You got to do it from your throat.
like what's that?
Glial.
What is that character in that Wicked? What is that? No, anyway. Clenda. Anyway, cell functions. Glial cell functions, right?
You got to
Like I'm hawking one up. The study, which included 87% of samples from those of European ancestry, was not statistically powered to identify novel signals in populations who were not of Eastern or not of European descent.
So they put pretty much focus in Europe.
Okay.
Is that what we're saying?
She's in Munich. So.
Yeah. Quote, in the U.S., total costs attributed to osteoarthritis pain and disability average more than $486 billion every year. We should tap into that with something. We should do something.
That's a lot of money.
Snake oil.
That's a lot
Let's
of money.
get in on it. That's a lot of money. Just slice us 1% for me. I'd be fine.
Yeah.
So that's like 4.8 million, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Which is astonishing and points to the need to develop more effective treatments, said Mark T. Gladwin, a medical doctor who is the John Z. Akiko K. Bowers Distinguished Professor and Dean of University of Maryland School of Medicine. Quote, in developing new treatments, it is crucial to enhance wider participation in these genome-wide studies so that we can identify novel genetic associations across a broader spectrum of populations. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it's meta, let's get the AI working for us, right?
Well, and let's figure out a cure for this, whether it's supplementation or something, where, because I think it's mainly because of the bone deterioration, right?
Maybe calcium or something.
Yeah,
Calcium.
overloaded of calcium or not enough calcium maybe, and it's stored up in your bones, and then your bones become brittle. I don't know. I'm definitely not an expert.
You're not an expert, but you have experience with.
Well, my mother had osteoporosis in her back. She broke both of her hips. Her hips both broke. Decompressed spine. I mean, she was just a mess, and she was all when she maxed out. She was like 5 foot when she died. I think she was like 5'7", 5'8", or 4'7", 4'8", 60 pounds. Man. Yeah, she was a little tiny thing. So
yeah,
but yeah, her bones are just what the hell.
I wonder how you deal with this in space if we're going to go to Mars or beyond.
I don't know.
Huh. I don't know. That's something to ask the experts.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, folks. We'll see you in the morning.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.